Good morning, Sparrows. Good day, Sparrows. Hello, Sparrows. Come on in. Let's talk about it Tuesday. That's what today is. Let's talk about it Tuesday. I am Valerie Miller of TVM, the Valerie Miller Double Fold. This very moment, you have opportunity to change. You have opportunity to change. And today, I'd like to say happy birthday to everybody celebrating birthdays. Make it memorable. Do something you've never done before. Make sure that you're living your best life with the time that you have remaining, because tomorrow's not promised. So enjoy this day. Make it fabulous. Make it fabulous. Good morning, nephew. Good morning, Taj. Thanks for coming in. However, today I felt it necessary to talk about a DM that I received on my Instagram account yesterday. Hi, Maria. Good morning. I received a DM from somebody I haven't talked to in about almost 2 years. Almost 2 years. And as far as I'm concerned, oh my gosh, we left on a good note, right? And one thing, what I can say for sure, is that I keep my door open. I never slam it shut, not completely, because that's not who I am. So you know this topic today, let's talk about it, being, what is it, block, delete, accept. Block is serious. That's like complete cut off, period. Delete, you can see the message, just not respond to it. Just cut it off, let that go. Because I'm not willing to talk to you, per se. And then accept. That was the question that Instagram prompted to me. Block, delete, accept the message. Because they're not someone that I follow, right? So I looked at it. I said, it's a reason behind not communicating with this individual. Forgiveness is at the top of my list. It's the first thing I do once I have actually accepted you, right? Good morning, Ashley, Derry, Roger. Thanks for coming in. Okay, so I really pondered it because I had never seen that before. Block, delete, accept. At least I never paid it any attention until this particular individual sent me a note. And it's reasons behind that. Yeah, someone I've had a long-term relationship with that had to cease immediately, right? So the thing is, once I accept, I move on. I'm not going to block you. I'm not going to ignore you per se. When I feel it necessary, to talk to you, I will. However, when you've closed the door on something and someone, you've forgiven it, I can only speak for me. I move on. I don't keep going back and forth about the same thing. It's just no reason to do that. Good morning, Nancy. So it caught me off guard in a sense yesterday because I've seen some movement on my social media pages when it comes to this individual. They'll like something. Never extend a conversation. Just periodic like. Just to be shown or let me know, I see you. I know you've moved, all this stuff. Now, I've talked to you guys about the whole stalker stuff. One of the reasons why I'm back in Charlotte, right? So the thing is, it happens. You have people to resurface in life. And what I'm taking notice of is that exes are reappearing. They're coming back into spotlight for whatever reason. And I'm not sure if it's just something on their part, they need to free it or whatnot. I said all I need to say. I move on. That's what life is about, freeing yourself so you can have some peace of mind, so you can live your great life and not have to have part of your mind stuck in your past, part of your mind moving forward in the day. So when you look at these types of things, weigh the options on it. But what caught me off guard most was when I noticed Instagram asked me the question, do I want to block this person? Do I want to just simply delete the message or accept it? At this point, I've done neither because the message was that was just checking on me. Okay? When somebody just check on you, that's great. It's nothing wrong with that. It's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And I'm at that place in life to where it is accepted. I'm okay. You can reach out to me. I don't even talk to you at this point because I personally am over it. You move on in life. Once things are forgiven, let it go. It's no reason to be mean. It's no reason to be bitter. It's no reason to be hateful towards somebody else. And I learned this a long time ago. I learned it a long time ago because it's important in your life. Don't block your blessings because you are being, some kind of way or in your feelings towards somebody else. It's just so not worth it. And then you have to question yourself, why are you being this way toward another individual? So not worth that. It's not. So put yourself in the space. If you had something that was harbored in your heart and you wanted to reach out to the person for that additional forgiveness, would you want them to block you, delete your note, or accept your note? Because this is their way of saying, hey, could we please have a conversation? You have to be able to unlayer these things as they occur. And it also shows growth within yourself. Have you become greater in this time frame? Have you seen a difference in yourself to where you can say, hey, yeah, I can do this. I can let that go. I can talk to you now. But it shocked me so within the message because he said to me, he said, I've been reaching out, however, it's been no response, it's been no reply. However, what I do is check in on you periodically through your social media. So it's a confession. I've seen that he has, I just never respond to it. I didn't delete it, I just never respond to it. I see it because I know the individual and we've been connected for a very long time. So knowing behaviors of others, I also keep in the back of my mind, we all change every day. I can't peg something on someone of a behavior from 2 years ago. No different than someone could do that very thing to me. We change every single day. And being respectful of that, being someone of forgiveness, someone of acceptance, and also picking up the pieces, smiling about it, going on. I choose growth. I choose to move forward in life. You're never gonna see me sitting still in one spot because of something someone else has done to me. Honey, I'll forgive you so fast. I will never forget it. However, I'll forgive it and love myself enough to move forward. So that is what I'm speaking on when I'm talking about block, delete, accept. Where are you in your life today? If someone from your past reached out to you for a conversation, what is that emotion going to feel like? Is there going to be an emotion? Are you going to take a journey back in the past to remember why you no longer communicate in the first place? Or are you going to say, you know what, it's been a while, maybe we should have that conversation. Maybe it's time to have that conversation. And for myself, I take notice of the season of where I am. Like now, it's October. We're in the last phase of 2019, going into a new year, 2020. So going into a whole brand new year and knowing that I have the opportunity to speak to someone and ease their mind, ease their heart in a space that they're believing one thing and I know in essence that it's another, I'm going to do the right thing every single time. So when I go back to that Instagram message, Selena Albright, hi sis. When I go back and I'm faced with that question that only Instagram can ask, do I want to block the message? Do I want to delete it? Or if I want to accept it, I'm going to accept it. I'm accepting it because I am an accepting individual. I believe in healing hearts. That's what I do. That's what I do. I'm in inspiration, transformation. So I inspire everyone not select individual. I inspire everyone to grow, to change, to be your absolute greatest in all that you do. He knows that. I live that. Is it easy? No, not always. However, now it's just become second nature to who I am, to a fault. I do forgive. I will not block you because it's a reason behind a block. Who blocks? That is so severe to cut somebody off. God forbid if I blocked someone and they reached out to me to have peace in their lives, because I have it already in mind. But if it means peace in theirs and I'm that one little piece that's hindering it, no, I'm not going to do that to somebody else. I'm not going to just delete the message as if they didn't reach out to me. I'm going to accept it. I'm going to engage in that conversation, and I'm just going to move on with my life. And hopefully the conversation will be what they need in order to be the best in theirs. I just don't believe it. Once upon a time, I would. I'd change my phone number. I'd move. I would go through some severity of lengths to cut somebody out of my life. And thank God for change. Thank God for growth. Thank God for evolvement. Learning myself, becoming closer to God, because He is my everything. And so when something is disruptive in my spirit, I know that needs to be addressed. And to now have someone to just pop up in my life from the past, the time is now. It's always going to be that, because I don't want something to happen at any given time to where I haven't eased the pain or the concern or care for somebody else, and then something happened to them. Now that's something I've got to wear. Not having it. Not in my life today, tomorrow, never. So that is why I came to you this morning on Let's Talk About It Tuesday, to just kind of plant a seed in yourself. Is there someone that you have something unfinished with in your life? It's not always going to be prevalent to wait for someone else to extend that olive branch, that white flag, and say, let's go ahead and resolve this. Tomorrow's not promised. There's so many people in my life, people that I care about, and just hearing the news of somebody else passing. And then I always say, you know what? Whew, I'm glad I was in good graces. I'm glad that I am the individual to want to always have peace in life and not have to carry that bag of I wish I had. That's why I came to you with that little juiciness this morning. So I know it's something that is going to extend greatness and greater in my life, just to have this simple conversation with this one individual. Wow, I didn't know that he was holding in his heart that he felt like I hated him. I hate nobody. There's never room in my life for hate. I love. I'm the epitome of love. I show love. I express love. I am going to be love always. Whether if you're in my life or out, if it's a reason for us not being together, I'm okay with that, because I know it's something greater for me than what I had with you. I look at the positive of everything. Optimism will set you free. Never stop, halt, pause in hostility, in hurt, in pain. Always forgive. Let it go. Don't forget it. That's for certain. You'll never forget it. However, let it go, move on. But when you're prompt to have to answer the question, do you want to block, delete, or accept? I can only hope that you're at that place in your heart to where you can accept individuals for who they are. We can't change them. However, we have all the power in the world to change ourselves. And when we can change ourselves and we reflect bright light, we're that beacon, we are love, then that's the difference between you and somebody else. You're at a space in your life to where you can be an example to others. And it could very well be because you are who you are and you're reflecting positivity, good vibes, growth, change. Your life is displaying it. When you can set the example You never know who's viewing. You never know who's paying attention. And you could very well be changing their lives as well. That is the juice that I'm serving you today. You can sip on it. You can gulp it as long as you ingest it. Just review your life. Assess yourself today, this very moment actually. Assess yourself and see where you are in your heart, where you are in your mind, and how you can literally change somebody else's life today. And the change could very well be your own. That's all I got. Hi, Diane, Kristen, Lisa, Adele, Thomas. Thank you all for coming in. I really appreciate you. I feel amazing because this is something else that I can check off of my list of things that are for me to do by the end of this year, because I'm not bringing anything that I am aware of into my 2020. It's another new day. It's a new time. 2020 is on the brink of so much change and greatness. And I'm not blocking my blessings for anybody or anything. So make sure you clear your heart, clear your minds when it comes to someone that could be out there and needing your forgiveness or feeling that you sincerely care. Okay? Hate can never harbor in my heart, ever. And I am definitely more so reaching out because of that. Don't ever put hate and Valerie in the same space. I'll never hate you. I love you regardless. I accept you regardless, whether if you're with me or not. I love you that much. I love you that much. This girl is, I'm on God's side. If he love unconditional, I'm loving unconditional. You can do whatever you want to do to me. That's between you and yours. However, I'm going to love you through it. I'm going to love you because of it. Because I know I'm greater than that. Okay? And when you can be confident in yourself, it doesn't matter what other people think. However, there are going to be times when there are going to be people who need that validation from you to hear you say, I don't hate you. I love you. And I wish the absolute best for you. That is my juice for today. And there is something that I posted on my timeline earlier this morning before coming on. And it says, it was a quote that says, it cost $0 to tell someone how much they mean to you and to put a smile on their face. So I know by the time I extend that olive branch, I'm going to place that call after I get off this live to this individual and say, hey, do you have a couple of minutes to talk? So I can put the smile back on their face and they can have a better day. It could change trajectory for their lives because we were ridiculously close. Ridiculously close. And you never know what the future may hold. I forgive it all. I love you enough to let it go. I love myself enough to let it go. Because I'm not blocking my blessings due to anybody. I'm not doing that. So on that note, love without conditions. Always possess a positive attitude. And soar in all you do. I love you, mean it. Smooches.